Hi, my name's Amanda, aka Kodou. As a young child in Zimbabwe, I always had my hair natural. Most of the time, it meant having my hair really short. When I moved to England, I decided to relax my hair at a young age so I could fit in. 3 years ago, I decided to go back to natural. It's been a great journey so far, but recently I've noticed the movement of natural hair in the black community has grown, and I wanted to find out more about my roots.
The movement, the revolution, the evolution is an evolution now. It's changing, different colors, different styles.
I love the movement, especially at a time where I think when people leave their cultural settings, as in the place you're born in the Caribbean or Africa, they come to a place like England and they're kind of like following the Europeans in terms of the weave or the straight pressed hair. Coming from places where we saw our mothers or grandmothers have natural hair, back in Africa, back in Caribbean, something like that I feel like is deeply rooted, it's coming from our ancestors.
Okay, when I was doing the natural hair thing back in the day, there wasn't a movement. I remember people used to come into the salon and say, "Oh, can you relax my hair?" And I'd be like, "No, we don't do relaxers here." And they'd be like, "Why?" And we're like, "If you were doing relaxers, this business will be flourishing right now." And it was just something that I believed in.
When I went natural, that was 2011, 12. People were just kind of starting to have natural hair because there is a time you would never have ever seen someone with an afro out.
So the movement is starting from the Western world, definitely. In Africa, it's still quite bad. Even though some people still have natural hair, some people don't still see it as beautiful. But in here, in the Western world, if models like Victoria's Secret models can like come out and embrace it, and there's a lot of movement going on Instagram, I think that social media is a very, very powerful tool. But even though I have natural hair now, I don't think I'll feel very comfortable with going out with my natural hair. But the younger generation, I've seen that because as a stylist, I see young people coming in, they feel very comfortable in their hair, a lot of them.
It's so much easier, the internet, everywhere you go, even the adverts on telly, I see they're geared as well to, when you see the women now, natural hair, my gosh, 20 years ago, you would never see that. But now, everywhere you look, everybody's embracing the natural curl.
I kind of went natural, wasn't even for myself, it was for my future unborn child. I didn't want them to have that mentality. I didn't want them to think what is for them isn't for them. And that really, really upset me. So I thought I'd use that line because to me, that's just something, why do we say it? And we do say it, and we're still saying it today, so.
I have a terrible hairline now because of, the relaxing and everything. As a stylist, I looked at the damage, constant relaxing. Yeah. So that was one of the big reasons.
It actually kind of started off by accident. It wasn't one of those well thought out things. I was in braids, I took them out, and I noticed my hair looked rather thin. It used to look luscious and thick and full, and my sister said, "Why don't you just keep it natural?" I was like, "What, natural? What's that?"
I did madness with my hair. Like I would dye it and relax it in the same week, straighten it, not take care of it, and my hair started falling off. So. Process, I became a little bit obsessed around hair. Like I become obsessed with the science of it and understanding it. And when I really understood what relaxer was, and I'm not trying to diss relaxer in any way, but when I fully understand it was actually putting a chemical to your hair, it didn't make me feel comfortable anymore.
Chemicals have their place in everyday life. I mean, I still use bleach in the toilet, where it's supposed to be used, so we have chemicals and they're there for a reason. But I believe if you can steer away and follow the natural route, okay, keep closely to the natural route. After all, we are natural. Okay, this is all of ours is natural. I think it'll be a much better place.
I have customers that go like, oh, I'm relaxing my hair, I want to bleach my hair, but what am I going to do? I don't want the hair to break. I say, look, it's chemical. Your hair is going to break. Even where I come from, some people like bleach their skin to look beautiful because they feel when you're lighter, you're beautiful. I always tell people that, look, anything you cannot reverse is not beautiful.
What did you used to do to your hair?
I had it relaxed, straightened, weave, braids, glue-in extensions. I think that's it. I think it's easier to say what I haven't done to be fair. But yeah, I had a lot of stuff, and that was over from about 12 to about 17, so about 5 years I was just doing all of that.
Why do you think you relaxed your hair? Or?
I think I wanted to be more like my friends, because my friends had straight hair. All my friends had lovely straight and long hair, so I wanted to have lovely straight and long hair.
I hated it, I really did. I just did everything to avoid having it curly, to be honest. Like, my hair is getting a lot healthier. It's just a really slow process.
It was really awkward. There was nothing available at all, being it's a very small town. I didn't know anybody that I could talk to or ask what sort of products or anything that I should be using, so it was a case of just using a children's detangler. And just lots and lots of conditioner when they were little. And I'm still learning now.
So these are the products that I sell. They're custom made. I put a post up and said I'm looking for a formulating company. Can anyone, direct me? Your dry hair days are over. It's basically to emphasize the key thing that people with natural hair have a problem with dry hair. It's a big issue when you go natural.
And what inspired you with the name? Because it's like Queen
of Kinks, Curls and Coils. To be sort of royal.
For natural hair now, they're much cheaper than before, because right now more people are doing natural hair, so more companies are coming into the market to make natural hair products, so which obviously drive down the price of the natural hair. And I think that maybe in the next 1 or 2 years it's going to be as cheap as normal products, because we like flooded in the market as well. Yeah.
I'm not going to say dreadlocks is definitely for Afro-Caribbean. Dreadlocks is for everybody. But embracing our roots, like being the fact that you have Afro hair, the best thing to have is dreadlocks. You can do many different styles. As you can see, what I'm doing here now is a double twist. Yes. And this is what you would do with braids. And she's having a normal double twist done, and after she's going to have it styled.
When you have locks, it grows faster and longer because you're not combing it and it's not breaking anymore. So I think dreadlocks is the best thing to do.
It's coming back. It's coming back in a time where people are thinking, hold on a second, I don't need to follow what the Europeans are doing. I don't need to follow what Kim Kardashian is doing. I don't need to follow what the magazines are saying. Let's take it back to who we are. And I think I've noticed, just from an outside point of view, a real regenerational kind of movement towards this type of design. I tend to see a lot of women over the age of 40 because they're coming from a different generation, probably not born here, so they're coming from their roots, so they understand the beauty and the importance of maintaining your hair. I have short hair. When you just have short hair, it's okay, but it's boring. Whereas with them, they can long it out and do the hair thing, especially when you guys, as the cameraman, when you put it in slow motion, it looks really, really nice,
You want to have the same as everybody else and have straight hair like your friends. It doesn't matter if your hair's straight or not. You should just kind of try and accept and love your hair for what it is. So.
And it's a part of you. You've got to love you. And even though I was doing that, I was loving somebody else's hair, not my own hair.
All you've got to do is embrace your own natural beauty. And that's so important. People are making a big song and dance, a big deal out of natural hair, but this is the hair I'm born with. To me, it's just my birthright. This is the kink I have, and I'm proud of it, and I'm happy.
You know, young people of this generation should understand that, you know, if you have Afro hair and you can carry your Afro hair with confidence, you stand out completely. In some years to come, I think, you see more people on the streets rocking Afro hair. Probably not my generation, but more younger people will definitely be rocking their natural hair and, you know, everything natural about them.
It's who we are. It's part of us. Yeah, that's about it. Embrace yourself. Love yourself. Love your hair.